Hi, this is Jessica DeMassa, and welcome to this episode of Health in 2.0, our special HIMSS Week live from Vegas. I'm here. I'm here with Matthew Holt, and Health in 2.0, we are going to answer all of your burning questions about health and technology in just 2 minutes because that's all we can stand with Matthew. Matthew, are you ready to go? We know you've been snowboarding in the wilds of Canada, Northern California.
Like off the grid. Who knows what I know about? Still, let's give it a try.
All right, you ready to go, Matthew? We've got a bunch of questions for you. We've got 2 minutes to ask them. If we start a question and the buzzer goes off, you still have to finish it. Don't forget. All right, ready?
Go.
Here we go. All right, Matthew. So we had Uber announce their health division. We had Apple announce that they're opening healthcare clinics. We had Verily say that they're entering the insurance market. Is this it? Is the takeover started? Is health taking over healthcare?
Not quite yet. Apple's already had clinics. Crossover's been running them. Maybe Apple's going to take those over. Uber Health, Circulation, Lyft are already doing that. I'm not sure it's that big a deal. Verily, maybe a big deal, may not. The wagons are circling, but I think the Cowboys haven't quite figured it out yet.
Well, one of those Cowboys, speaking of Verily, we have Eric Schmidt, who's the executive chairman of Alphabet, and he's going to be doing the opening keynote at HIMSS. So what do you think he's going to talk about?
Probably the same stuff he talked about in 2009 when he launched Google Health.
Which was?
Is that another additional question? Well, in those days, it was about the idea of getting data together for consumers to use, which was a great idea, bit ahead of its time. I think that'll be the same kind of thing this time. By the way, he's not the executive chairman anymore. He's just a board advisor now. So we'll see how important he really is. But it's important. Google Cloud will be making a big play at him. So we'll see.
Okay, now we've got to know, Health in 2.0 has been 2.0'd. So now there's Oliver Wyman, I guess, has announced that they have this insight about consumerism and healthcare, and it's the next big thing, and they're calling it Health 2.0.
Yeah, stunningly original. By the way, Ernst & Young was just as original about 3 years ago, calling their new paradigm Health 2.0. It's like nobody ever thought of that idea before. Brilliant.
The question was, Matthew, actually, who did you piss off at Oliver Wyman?
I have never pissed anybody off anywhere. Next question, Jessica.
I doubt it. Okay, so UPMC has announced their net income.
Bubbles up.
You gotta finish it.
Okay,
right.
Finish it.
UPMC announced their net income this year has exceeded $1.3 billion. Is this all due to Rasu Srivatsaa?
I think Rasu deserves a huge pay rise. Probably most of the $1 billion should go to him. But actually, if you look at the numbers carefully, this is actually the untold story of American healthcare. Most of that profit comes from sort of investment earnings and big venture capital / investment fund. They did make a decent amount of money being an actual healthcare system. They are pretty much a monopoly in western and central Pennsylvania. They bought a system in the middle of Pennsylvania. But that is the untold story, is that when you see places like UPMC and Kaiser come in with huge profits, a lot of those profits go to the fact that the stock market's going up, and so it's not really telling the whole story about what's going on in the world of being a healthcare provider. Having said that, they're not exactly poor, but we do have to say very nice things over UPMC, by Rasu and some of his colleagues. They did sponsor patient travel to HIMSS, which is the first time patients have both been allowed to come to HIMSS just for free and have been sponsored by folks like Rasu at UPMC, GE Ventures, OneView Healthcare, and Echo Ventures to come to him. So thanks to all those guys.
Fantastic. Thank you. We love Rasu and UPMC, so great. All right, Matthew, so those are all the questions we have for you this episode, but we are going to be broadcasting every single day from HIMSS in 2-minute increments. So people who are watching, if you don't want to talk to Matthew when you see him at HIMSS, you can run the other way and still get your 2-minute dose by watching Health in 2.0 from HIMSS. We look forward to it. Matthew, I'm sure you're looking forward to it as well.
I will see you tomorrow, live and in person, Jessica.
Bye.